Chatters, what is good? Today we are checking out a guide to BTS for haters, skeptics, and non-pop fans. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm none of those things, but this is the guide you recommended the most. So yeah, we're here. I'm excited for this. I'm eager to learn more about BTS and just the group beyond the music a little more. I know they have so many accolades and awards and whatnot, so I'm interested in that. I'm just excited to see where this guide takes us. It's only about just under 20 minutes, so you know, it's quick and easy. So if you guys want a longer guide as well, please do let me know. I know you guys have been recommending more, but this was just the most requested one already, so I was like, I may as well do this. And then if you guys want, you know, one that's longer, I would be more than happy to do so. But anyways, please do like, comment, subscribe if you want more BTS. But anyways, let's get straight into the guide.
You see a group of cute boys who dance, who wear matching outfits, and whose most popular songs are pop, it's logical to instantly categorize them as a boy band for young girls.
Are there any BTS fans here?
You've seen many of those and you know how it goes. So it's easy to assume that yet another boy band is just not for you, especially a K-pop boy band. Just look at their most popular music videos. They look colorful, nonsensical, and just not your style. But maybe you are curious and
Okay, I need to double check when this guide was created, but I'm just looking at the view counts in the top right. I don't know if you guys had seen that, but those are insane numbers.
it's not for you, especially a K-pop boy band. Just look at their most
1.8 billion in 4 years, obviously at the time of this.
popular music videos. They
1.8 billion 5 years.
look colorful, nonsensical,
I'm gonna have to edit that part out, but wow, I'm shocked. That is insane.
and just not your style.
1.3.
But maybe you are curious and you just want to know what's the deal with them. Maybe you don't have the time or the real interest to watch those long introduction.
Are any of these other guides good? Because I've spent probably, I think I spent 5 hours once making a video on a guide for another group. So you know, if you guys want that, please do let me know. Yeah.
Videos. So in the hopes that you do go watch all of that helpful content and give them a real chance, here's a very short introduction video to BTS and their 7 members.
Okay.
This is how I explain BTS to my friends who are not interested in them at all. So this video
Okay, I was saying in my previous videos on BTS that I didn't really know, like I couldn't think of any of the names, but you know, when I started delving deeper into the comments and whatnot and seeing the names, I was like, oh yeah, I know all these names. I know, you know, Jungkook, Jimin, so on. Yeah.
is made specifically for these type of audiences. But first, here's the one and only rule. You can question, but don't assume. To understand BTS, you need to unlearn a lot of rules from the Western music industry and preconceived notions you have about K-pop. Because you'll see the answer to most of your assumptions about BTS is going to be no, you are completely wrong. Industry and preconceived notions you have about K-pop. Because you can question, but don't assume. To understand BTS, you need to unlearn a lot of rules from the Western music industry and preconceived notions.
The K-pop idol factory, the intense and dangerous training to become a K-pop star, the evils of K-pop, the K-pop dream factory. Okay, so I'm obviously not the most familiar with K-pop. I know everyone in the comments was saying that, you know, they're beyond K-pop and whatnot. But just from the standard kind of, you know, beginning sense, I don't have much information. I only really know K-pop through 2 groups, and that's really my only like relation to K-pop is between one boy group and one female group. And so yeah, I don't know too much beyond that
You have about K-pop, because you'll see the answer to most of your assumptions about BTS is going to be no, you are completely wrong. So let's start now. BTS is a South Korean male group formed since 2010, officially debuting in 2013.
They've been around that long. They debuted in 2013. Is there any songs I would know from 20? Actually, this is a guide. It probably tells me what their, first, like... I'll just let the video play out. Okay.
BTS stands for Bangtan Sonyeondan, which can be translated to Bulletproof Boy Scouts in English.
I didn't know that. Bulletproof Boy Scouts, Bangtan Sonyeondan.
Why is the abbreviation for Bulletproof Boy Scouts so weird? Because BTS does not stand for the translation in English, so stop looking for the B, T, and S in this name. To avoid this confusion,
I see it. I see the BTS beyond the scene.
BTS started using Beyond the Scene as an alternative name in English, but BTS really has always stood for Bangtan Sonyeondan. BTS is composed of 7 members, 3 rappers, 4 singers. Why are there so many members? The K-pop industry is inspired by the J-pop industry, in which music labels prepare hundreds of trainees to debut in a group. In these industries, 6, 7, 8, 9 or more members are not uncommon. Just try reducing a lineup of hundreds of trainees with a lot of
Sorry, misguide, but for those of you who aren't familiar with me beyond BTS, groups I've experienced, the 2 groups, you could probably use deductive reasoning and figure it out, but I'm not gonna name drop. But I've experienced a group that has 4 members, and I've experienced a group that has 8 members. And so I have a general kind of sense of, trainees and what goes on, like, in the trainee days, and how a typical group becomes a group. But yeah, I'm eager to see how BTS came along, especially since they're so... I didn't realize they debuted in 2013 and formed in 2010. I did not realize that.
Potential into a small number. 7 especially, I would say, is the best number of members a group like BTS can have, because for choreographies, odd numbers look better than even numbers. With 3 and 5 members, stability and dance figures are harder, and 9 or more members can look too crowded. 7 is perfect. So if BTS were created in the K-pop industry, they are K-pop, right? It's complicated. K-pop is not a music genre, so it's not just pop in Korean. K-pop...
Okay, see, that was just a misconception on my behalf. I was calling them a K-pop group just because if I hear Korean, I just call it K-pop. But no, obviously it is pop music. It's and it's more than that as well. I was just getting a few comments about that. But I didn't mean it in a way of degrading or belittling the group, if that makes sense. I was just a common generalization for the group for my own sake, if that makes sense.
Perfect. So if BTS were created in the K-pop industry, they are K-pop, right? It's complicated. K-pop is not a music genre, so it's not just pop in Korean. K-pop is a music industry that produces integrated content. BTS were discovered, went through auditions, and were trained for months or years under a K-pop label. But their unique circumstances allow them, inspire them, or force them to grow beyond this industry very quickly. Like the Western music industry, the K-pop industry has been ruled by 3 labels. Below them, there's medium labels, and below them, there's the labels that do not have the resources to properly debut or promote their groups.
Okay, I think the label I'm most familiar with is obviously JYP. I feel like that's it's the first one listed. It's obviously a very big one. Do I know who was BTS under, or is? I don't know. Is. I guess I keep asking questions during the guide when the guide will enlighten me. When the guide will show me. See, that's just a little flaw on my behalf.
K-pop industry has been ruled by 3 labels. Below them, there's medium labels, and below them, there's the labels that do not have the resources to properly debut or promote their groups. BTS's label was close to bankruptcy when they started training them, and once they debuted, they didn't have the resources or connections for promotion opportunities. So,
I know their label was eating. Wow, they really got lucky with BTS, huh? To be fair, not to belittle their the label's work and whatnot, but that was a little lifeline they got thrown. No, Crazy. That is crazy.
or promote their groups. BTS's label was close to bankruptcy when they started training them, and once they debuted, they didn't have the resources or connections for promotion opportunities. So BTS had to perform when other groups cancelled. BTS had to accept being mocked by bigger groups because that was the way it was. While other groups worked with famous songwriters and producers, BTS's label had to find strong singer-songwriters from the very beginning.
Humble
and that's
beginnings.
why signing rappers who
I like
write
that.
the raps and who were already in the underground hip-hop scene was these K-pop labels' unusual first great decision. So yes, BTS were born in the K-pop industry, but they had to find many non-K-pop alternatives because they were
Okay.
simply not welcomed. Not by
See, I feel like a beginning like that just kind of makes the success that much sweeter, and also just like, you know, they had humble beginnings and they weren't necessarily pushed by a, you know, a label or whatever to the fullest extent that they should have been. And so it just, like I said, it makes it that much sweeter, but then it also just, I feel like, contributes to, you know, a work ethic that you have to have in the industry, and, you know, obviously the raw talent, but you know, it just kind of helps make everything get pushed that much more. So I like that. Humble beginnings.
first great decision. So yes, BTS were born in the K-pop industry, but they had to find many non-K-pop alternatives because they were simply not welcomed. Not by the industry, neither by other K-pop groups. These unconventional choices in K-pop, like the use of social media, SoundCloud, and presenting as more relatable, eventually made them very popular internationally with non-K-pop audiences.
God. BTS are the first and only non-Western artist to win Artist of the Year at the American Music Awards. Okay, I hope this guy gets into more accolades like this and just like kind of lists them out, obviously just right in front of me. The first and only non-Western artist to win Artist of the Year. Okay. BTS are the only Korean artist with a Grammy nomination. I don't think this still stands. Isn't Rose? I don't know. How does that work? I think Rose now counts. Right? Isn't she from Australia? I don't know.
Forcing the K-pop industry to really notice BTS and celebrate them as theirs after BTS already went beyond their niche world.
The first and the biggest of the superstars in K-pop to come out of Seoul and reach the world are BTS.
That's why BTS being K-pop or not is still a debate. Okay, but BTS are still a boy band. Sure, you wouldn't be wrong by calling them a boy band, but again, don't assume they work like every other popular boy band you've seen. No, you shouldn't recognize them by their hairstyles because they change their looks a lot. No,
Yes, I learned this the hard way with another group. Yes, that is something that I cannot get used to. If you know, you know.
calling them a boy band, but again, don't assume they work like every other popular boy band you've seen. No, you shouldn't recognize them by their hairstyles because they change their looks a lot. No, their songs are not all bright pop songs about love. Those are just the ones mainstream radio shows and audiences are willing to play and accept. And they are very cool as well. But I'm serious, that is a very small minority of their discography. That is why no, people who actually listen to BTS are not teenagers. They are around BTS's age, most in
Their main demographic is 30 plus. Is anyone 30 plus watching this video? Okay. Interesting. I didn't necessarily think like teenagers, but I also didn't necessarily think like, I guess kind of in that middle, I guess kind of in this like 20s, maybe like later teens into like 20, into the 20s. That was just kind of my presumption, but interesting. I definitely, from their most recent album, I definitely can see why their demographic is, you know, fluctuating between the 24, 28 into the kind of older ranges than from my presumption. They in the latter half of the album they really got into some deeper topics, and so I like that. But yeah, it definitely makes sense. I see it.
20s and 30s. And no, BTS are not teenagers. Okay, but in the end, every star part of any group wants to go solo. BTS has never seen it like that.
솔로의 방탄소년단이야. 방탄소년단이야.
근데 1순위가 당연히 우리 멤버들도 다 그렇게 생각할 거야. 1순위는 무조건 일단 단체.
저한테 최우선 팀이고.
The BTS members started releasing solo music 2 years after their debut, and they have maintained a group career for over a decade. Some of their solo songs are under the name BTS, others are under their own name, and others.
Okay, Fast and Furious. They did some soundtrack works. Okay, music from the FIFA World Cup. Dreamers, I might know this song. I'm a big football fan. I'm a big football. Halsey interlude. Old Town Road? Huh. I didn't know any of these songs, to be honest, existed. But I might know the World Cup. My club actually just lost today, Celtic FC. Sorry to get sidetracked.
Music 2 years after their debut, and they have maintained a group career for over a decade. Some of their solo songs are under the name BTS, others are under their own name, and others are under both. Even as solo artists, they still introduce themselves as a member of BTS.
Arm of BTS. J-Hope of BTS.
I'm Jimin of BTS.
And on their BTS tours, they also perform their solo songs. Okay, but how musically diverse can a mainstream, mass appeal, family-friendly group like this really be? To answer this, I'm going to talk about archetypes. When first getting to know BTS, many try to recognize them with boyband tropes. Who is the bad boy, the cute one, the funny one, or the breakout solo star? Although I don't like these labels, I understand that people who don't know them need something to associate them with. So here's one label for each of them. The rappers are J-Hope, RM, and Suga. RM used to stand for
J-Hope, RM, and Suga. Okay. Rap. That's the rap.
I understand that people who don't know them need something to associate them with. So here's one label for each of them. The rappers are J-Hope, RM, and Suga. RM used to stand for Rap Monster, but now it stands for Real Me, so just use RM. In Korea, last names go first. So RM is the stage name of Namjoon.
My name is Namjoon.
RM is the poet, because he is good with words. RM is the official leader.
Who is BTS leader?
Namjoon Kim.
Which does not mean he is the main guy. It means he is.
Okay, see, I used to get that really like twisted. I used to think it was like a super toxic thing to have a leader. But yeah, I didn't realize. That was just from my knowledge of another group, my very first K-pop group. So obviously take that with a grain of salt when I say that. But yeah, my first introduction, I thought that was really toxic, and I didn't realize until my last group that having a leader, within the group, could be such a positive thing. I didn't realize that. That's just my ignorance.
Poet, because he is good with words. RM is the official leader.
Who is BTS leader?
Namjoon Kim.
Which does not mean he is the main guy. It means he is the spokesperson in the group.
Because I'm the spokesperson, I'm going to speak a lot. I'm sorry.
RM is very smart. He's multilingual.
Yeah. I like the camera.
And the only BTS member who can speak fluent English.
Making some music together with her?
리조랑 얘기했어요. 뭐 작업 같이 할 생각 있는지. 너무 정신없어서. Oh, so it was so loud and crazy and hectic there.
And RM is known for his wordplay and lyricism.
Some of the wordplay and lyricism on the album was so just like unique, and like a song like Hooligan was funny. Like it had like just the wordplay. It went hooligan to fooligan. Just the next. It was funny. And yeah, it was really clever as well. Just beyond that, I mean, even in their deeper songs, what they were portraying, and yeah, you can definitely tell they have that versatility to, get into topics or, portray something that means more than, what maybe thought just originally listening to it. There's a lot more beyond if you were to just like listen to the music with your brain turned off and not really comprehending the lyrics. But yeah, there's a lot there. It got into some deeper topics, especially as I re-listened to the album, because I did re-listen to it the very next day, add some songs to my rotation and whatnot. Yeah, there's a lot of songs that kind of on face value I didn't realize were as deep as I first realized. I think I kind of noticed that, and if you guys did watch my reaction, I think I acknowledged that, but not to the same extent that I would now. But yeah, they definitely get deep.
Think of him as a rapper in alternative hip hop.
I like that.
Indie pop.
Can someone let me know that Elevator song, please? I'm curious for that one. I definitely do want to go back and listen to their whole discography and whatnot, but from all the snippets we've kind of heard so far throughout this guide of songs I don't know, that one sounds intriguing, and I like it.
And R&B, in which his introspective words can properly shine.
Yes.
Next is Suga.
Real quick. I talked about how some of my absolute most favorite music is songs that put me in my head and just really make me think. And their last album did that. But you guys were saying that their music even goes beyond that at the same time, and there's even deeper themes portrayed, and so if you guys have like a specific album or anything that like really like delves into not necessarily like deeper topics, but you can relate to on a different level, that really makes you think and comprehend, and just kind of that late night like drive kind of vibe, please do let me know. That's my favorite music ever. Please just let me know.
Stands for shooting guard, one of the 5 positions in basketball.
Shooting and guard, so Suga.
And yes, it's because he is a basketball fan. As a solo artist, Suga also goes by August D, which is DT Suga backwards.
DT Suga.
DT stands for his hometown, Daegu town.
That's your hometown, DT?
Yeah, DT.
Suga and August D are the stage names of Yoongi.
You can call me August D or Suga or Yoongi.
Yeah.
Suga's keyword is underground rapper because that is his background, and he is used to doing everything in his songs. Suga is known as the main producer in BTS.
Who is BTS producer?
And has received awards producing for others. Suga is not scared of calling others out in his lyrics, and his delivery is unapologetic, aggressive, fast, and overall.
Okay, real quick. I loved in some songs, especially those like first 5 or so, where it was really like kind of in your face, more super upbeat pop songs. How like there were moments where like the intensity was crazy, like what we had just seen, but then can shift in a split second to a calm and relaxing, vocal display of a hook. I really like that dynamic that they had throughout the album. It was an active presence, so I'm definitely looking forward to that in their music as well.
Extremely dynamic.
Okay. Slow in.
The third rapper is J-Hope. J-Hope's name was inspired by his musical idol, the rapper J. Cole. But J-Hope also has some of his real name. Last name John, first name Hosok. J-Hope is the street dancer because he's always been into street dancing. So his music, rap style, and even personality complement his energetic dance. Think of hip-hop, synth-pop, trap, house,
I love house.
and funk.
Sorry to cut you off again, this guide. But yeah, I think in my initial album reaction, I really leaned and talked about their versatility within the songs, especially that kind of shift from the first 5 to the interlude and then to Swim, and just kind of that direction. And I love groups that are versatile, because I don't know how familiar you guys are with my channel, but with that being said, even if you just go look through my catalog of videos, I've listened to so many different types of music. That's just who I am. I love every different type of music, every different genre, every different style, and so I like that we're even tapping into themes like house and funk, because I even find, you know, enjoyment in that kind of music as well. So yeah, I'm glad they're a versatile bunch.
J-Hope is most known for his catchy choruses. Ad-libs,
Close you crazy. FN more. Now run me over. Young some you know I can take it more.
and flow switches.
I like that.
Next, we have the four
Okay, the
singers.
singers. Jin, V, Jungkook, and Jimin. Yeah. See, now that I'm seeing the names again, I do definitely, you know them. Just on face value again, not too much. Obviously, if something comes up, I did also know about their military presence, and that's why, you know, they had to step away. And so, you know, I have really basic kind of just pop culture knowledge, to be honest. I'm all over Stan Twitter. I'll be on there quite frequently, in kind of all different realms as well, just music in general. And so obviously, I have a little tiny bit of knowledge, more than I thought initially. But yeah, I do recognize all the names, that's for sure.
Jin, V, Jungkook, and Jimin. Study with Jin. Jin is the stage name or abbreviation of Seokjin, and
Okay,
Jin's
Seokjin.
keyword is sentimental or emotive. Not emotional, but emotive. Before becoming a singer, he was a theater student during university, and it's his range of emotions why he takes the main acting role in several BTS music videos. So some of his musical strengths are his tender, sorrowful, and free-spirited vocals, which show his emotional range.
Oh,
A
you
big
already know that one
inspiration
hits
for
hard.
him is Coldplay, a band he and BTS collaborated with.
There's a lot of rock on this.
저는 이제 밴드분들 중에 콜드플레이 형님들을 되게 좋아하는데
Oh, that's cool.
So think of pop rock, Brit rock, new wave, and
Versatile.
ballads. Jin shines as a live band vocalist. Members of the Grammy panel described his vocals as a silver voice, and he's best known for his strong falsetto and high notes.
왜 이렇게 진영 형이랑 지민 형이 안 입지? 그 둘 때문에 곡이 높아지겠다 자꾸.
Wow.
Next is
Okay.
Jimin. But
That actually reminds me, if there's any live performances I absolutely need to see from the group, please let me know, because I don't recall any comments. But I didn't ask for that necessarily, so obviously. But if there's like anything that's like an utmost you must see, it really, you know, is a shining kind of moment within the group, please do let me know. Or if they have anything coming up soon, I don't know. But you know, I know they had their Netflix concert and whatnot, or their concert that was featured on Netflix. So just let me know, please.
Jimin goes by his real name, Jimin, and his keyword is ethereal.
It's really
I
nice
like
to meet
that.
you. I'm Jimin.
Jimin is a contemporary dancer.
Okay.
And his vocals have been
Okay.
described as delicate, sweet, and ethereal. Not only his vocals, but his personality is also sweet and cute.
cutie, sexy,
Lovely.
cutie and sexy and lovely.
Sexy, cutie, lovely.
Trademark.
Cutie, sexy, lovely, sweet guy.
And most importantly, Jimin is unapologetically pop. R&B pop, synth
I'm
pop,
looking forward to that. And
Latin pop,
okay.
and anything that showcases his singing style. And Jimin is known
Vocals.
for his hypnotizing performances. On the complete opposite of singing styles is V. V, the stage name of Taeyeon, stands for victory.
Only V.
Okay, victory.
And his keyword is soulful. V is a baritone. And he has a very deep, husky, and soulful voice.
Yeah, I'm seeing the opposing features. Okay. Okay. Okay.
His songs are R&B, neo-soul, indie pop, and jazz. And V, of course, loves including flutes and saxophones on his songs.
Is this the what is this video called? I've watched it before on my channel for other artists. Tiny Garage or Mini Band or something like that. Do they have one for each member on this? If I'm correct what this is. I might be mistaken, but because it's not the exact set I've seen for a few, but it looks like someone will know what I'm talking about. They've done every artist, like they've done like everything from like Billie Eilish to like, yeah, that's all I got. That's all that's coming to mind. But if this is what I think this is, please do let me know. And if you want me to check it out.
V is an old soul. He loves photography, old music, and formal clothing.
Yeah. Conveniently enough, funnily enough, I follow them on Instagram, all of them, and you know the BTS just Instagram page. They are some stylish people. I will not lie. I was getting some inspiration because I'd be wearing the same like black T-shirt. It came in a 4-pack, so I got like 8 of those, and they were like $12. So all I'd be wearing are these black tees. I wish I was stylish, but yeah, they're very stylish fellows. I won't lie.
V is known for his warm lyrics, especially during the holiday season.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
The 7th member is
Jungkook.
Jungkook. Jungkook uses his real name. Last name is John, first name is Jungkook.
Jung and JT on the main now.
I'm Jungkook John.
Justin Timberlake.
Jungkook is the male mainstream pop star the world is looking for but keeps denying for some reason. Jungkook is not just inspired by mainstream pop artists.
If I was a boyfriend, never let go. We were so beautiful. There's nothing like us. There's nothing like you and me. I'ma leave the door open. I spent 10,000 hours. I know the same thing I told you when I never would.
He's now
Are those just live stream videos? I know there was a few different, obviously that's like an interview or something, but like, is that just like a live stream or, you know, like, cause there's some of these videos I've seen besides like, obviously the interview, and stuff that they do for like, you know, collab shoots and whatnot. Some of the clips throughout this video have been, you know, like this. Are they from live streams or do they have a YouTube channel that goes, you know, beyond their like artistry in itself, where you can see more of their personality? Just let me know. And if you guys want me to watch that, let me know where to start.
I spent 10,000 hours.
V Live, okay. Oh wait, I'm noticing. I see the V Live in the top right. I'm assuming. Okay.
He's now one of the biggest male soloists in mainstream pop. His Western collabs
In the world, know my name on the truth. So if you're ready,
Got truth, skipping work in me. Fuck it, let's sleep in. Yeah.
Okay.
and songs in English are pop perfection.
push and pull to get closer, closer.
And like the biggest pop stars,
Under the light.
Okay.
Jungkook is known for his great stability at singing and dancing at the same time.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I do know that song.
Body count and lick the sun of the moon.
Once you have associated the BTS members with their keywords, you have to forget everything I've just said, because all the BTS members are
Right. I was gonna say, yeah, you can definitely see the versatility, and I feel like that's anything that makes a big, group nowadays, is just them being able to kind of stray away from that original box they were in. I say that lightly, obviously, take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, I definitely see obviously the talent, versatility within the group, and for any big good group nowadays, you obviously have to have members with that. And so yeah, that was just kind of a given for me.
Experts at breaking out of their label boxes. The poet was also an underground rapper and can be very aggressive in his songs. The underground rapper loves playing the acoustic guitar and the piano and singing introspective, sweet lyrics. The street dancer made an entire album with songs he performed with no choreographies. The sentimental one has a song about his love for fishing, and he is very silly as well.
Worldwide handsome. Worldwide handsome. Worldwide handsome. Worldwide handsome, Jin.
Okay, so
the ethereal one also shines in powerful hip-hop performances.
Right.
The soulful one can also deliver aggressive and high vocals. And the mainstream one loves composing non-mainstream songs. And somehow they work perfectly as a group, performing together all of the styles I've mentioned and more.
Okay. Michael Jackson? Was that one of them dressed up as Michael Jackson? Or was that even... Let me take another look. Oh. They're all dressed. Oh. I see. Okay. Do they have a Killing Voice video? Do you guys know what the Killing Voice is? I'm pretty sure it's like a big thing for a lot of groups. I don't know if they do or not, but that was a really fun way when I first started with my last group that I got into, for me to kind of get into their songs a little more and just see quick snippets and look forward to the songs that are to come. Do they have anything like that if no Killing Voice? Yeah, just if you guys have any recommendations, especially where to start from here, please do let me know.
To this day, I have not found a group as dynamic, creative, risk-taking, and surprising as them. If you think they are not for you, you just have to keep looking. You won't regret it.
See, that's what I love just about groups in general, is that you can always find something, especially when there's, 7 members in this case, 8 members, even a group like 4 or 5, just from my experience, they're so versatile, at least in every group I've seen, that you'll find stuff you like. They have, you'll find something you like because they're capable of doing so much, especially together. So yeah, that's just one of my main appeals to a group, in general. But yeah, I'm looking forward to what's to come. But yeah, guys, that was a guide to BTS for haters, skeptics, and non-pop fans. If you guys did enjoy that video, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know where I should go from here, because I definitely am curious and definitely do want to get into this group just for my, initial one album reaction that I've heard from them. I really did enjoy it, and you guys in the comments have informed me a bit more, beyond what I just new from, you know, a surface level. And so yeah, I'm definitely excited and eager to get into this group. So if you guys have any recommendations on where to go from here, please do let me know. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, like I said, please do like, comment, subscribe. It lets me know what you guys want. And I will see you guys in the next one. Deuces, deuces, deuces.